Good morning, colleagues. What I wanted to do for you guys today is just show you how you can use a program called Screencast O Matic to help record not only things like PowerPoints from your computer for the kids, but videos, resources, website links, and show them everything basically that's going on your screen. Now, there's an irony in the fact that I can't use Screencast O Matic to film a tutorial video for how to use Screencast O Matic, or not that I've figured out anyway, but there we go. So first off, if you're using a laptop or a desktop computer, the easiest thing to do is go to Google. You can type in Screencast O Matic and it'll be the top hit that you get on your screen. Now, I've already created an account. You can see my name up there, but if you haven't, you can click start recording for free, go through the steps. You have to verify your details with your email account, go through the steps, and you can start launching this free recorder and start recording away. It works exactly the same way as the iPad version that I've got here. However, because I'm on an iPad, I can go in the App Store, again, Screencast O Matic, and it comes up as one of the top hits here. You can download it and open it, and the program looks something like this. Now, the steps are very, very similar for the laptop as the iPad. And again, if you're unsure of anything in settings, I've got tips and tutorials, how to help, how to get started, and so on. Now, what I want to do today is show you a very simple way that we can kind of create screencasts, edit screencasts, and then upload them. So first things first, if I hit the record button, it's going to ask me where I want to record from. Now, if you had a chat on Zoom or anything like that you wanted to record, you can do that. But I want to do it from Screencast itself so that it records all of the inputs that I put into the iPad. It says my microphone's on. You can toggle it on and off, so you could do a silent movie if you wanted, where you're just showing the kids step-by-step stuff on a screen or just scrolling through slides. But I'm going to keep my microphone on today so that you can hear me narrating. As I hit start broadcast, it's going to give us a countdown. So what I would suggest is you get everything ready in the background that you want, so that when you hit that, you're able to change to the screen you want and it will start recording. So if I hit start broadcast, it starts counting down, and I'm going to move here. When it starts, you'll get a little red icon up there showing that it's now recording. Now, what I want to do is go onto Google, and I'm going to get a fresh page on Google, and I'm going to go and just on the Educast website here, it's one we use quite often in design technology, go through how you'd maybe find a resources section. This is really good for kids because it saves having to read a lengthy kind of step-by-step thing. They can just watch a quick video and follow along, pause, play, rewind, whatever. And you can see that there's a resources section here. It's recording all of the inputs that I put into the iPad. And I can go through and just click through and find a resources section and show them the part that maybe they should be working on or whatever. Again, it's recording my voice at the same time, so I could give them like kind of tips and hints of where they need to go, or talk through the sections, maybe explain to them the bits at the bottom, any resources that there are and stuff like that. This is really good as well because you don't just have to do web pages as kind of text. I could, if I go onto something like YouTube, show them a segment of a video. So if I want to show them about laser cutting, for example, I could be talking about that. I could have a PowerPoint going that I've been showing them. I could have some resources. I could be using a program and demonstrating how to use that. I could then support that learning maybe with a clip of a video that I've got about laser cutting, and I can start that.
Stephen here from Core Electronics.
Stephen could maybe help me out. I'll see if I can pause him there. And I could go through, maybe I could have already had it prepped at the right point on the video so we can look at laser cutting and so on to support that learning. Now, assuming that I've done everything, I can press the red button in the top corner and I can stop that screen broadcast, and that will stop any more recording on my screen. And this little pop-up comes up here to tell me that it's done. Sometimes this screen won't disappear. This little pop out here, you can see that my video is behind it. Normally though, if you tap, it will disappear. Sometimes it gets a bit glitchy, but most of the time it's okay. And you can see here's my video. So if I press play, you'll be able to hear me narrating over it and see what I was inputting on the screen. So you get a little red icon up there showing that it's now recording. Now what I want to do is go onto Google, and as I go through and press different buttons, it highlights those on the screen as well, which is really good. What you can see is at this point in time, I had my screen recorder screen up rather than the Google screen that I wanted maybe to start with for the kids. So what I can do is I can actually use some of the tools within this to edit my video down. So with the slider here on the left-hand side, I can cut the start of my video to a point where I feel it's appropriate. So I didn't quite get it all lined up perfectly. I've got Google on here, and now I'm ready for the kids to start watching from this point. Likewise, at the end of the video, if I decide that actually my YouTube video wasn't very kind of good and didn't really help me with what I wanted, I can crop all of that out and just go back to a point that I think is better for the kids to watch up to. So it could well be this part of the Educast website here. When I'm happy with everything, I can hit save. So we've done recording the video, we've done editing the video. What you can now see if I click in the videos tab is it's there. It tells me how long it is. It's 51 seconds. I can go back in and edit it again if I want. Again, I can crop it so that I can maybe get rid of the taskbar at the top if I don't want that. I can do a custom crop and I can start sliding some of these bits in like this and centering it on my screen a bit better. Like that. I can change different sizes, different ratios, whatever I want to focus in on where the kids are. I'll just leave it as it was for the time being. I can change the speed, so if I want to speed things up or slow things down, if I'm using a program on there and I just want them to get the gist of the steps I need to go through, I can speed it up. And again, I can trim just like you guys have seen me do. When we're happy with all of that, obviously it's saved. You can then use the share icon here. It's slightly different on the desktop version, but there is another share tool. And again, you can upload it to Screencast O Matic website if you really want, in your area within there, or you can go to more and you could maybe email it to yourself. So you could click on mail. If you've got a YouTube account, you could upload it there. You could airdrop it. You can save it. You can do all sorts of things. So if I click on mail, I can put it as an email to myself or to my class, and send it to them. It's a good thing we've got a nice short email address for school. What it probably will say, because it's quite a big document, is that it won't be able to send the whole document across in one go. So it will ask if you're able to drop it. So I send it to myself. I'll put subject DT studies like this, and I'll go to send that video like that there. It'll say use mail drop, which means that I can then access it without it actually being attached to the video. All right, I think that covers everything. Obviously, if you've got any questions, please let me know. I use it quite a lot on the iPad because it's better than my old laptop that I've got. The laptop version, very good as well. You can record up to 15 minutes for free. If you want to record longer than that, I think the kids might get bored, but you can sign up for an account. But overall, I think it could be a really powerful piece of software to use with the students. All right, thank you very much.